I came here in 2024.
You went to University of Sheffield, right?
Sheffield University in itself is like a huge campus.
How is the place?
It's basically a Harry Potter sort of a look-like building.
How was your experience getting your application done and all the process done through us? हाय क्षितिजा, कैसे हो आप?
हेलो सर, आप कैसे हो?
मैं बहुत बढ़िया, थैंक यू सो मच। अपने बिजी स्केड्यूल से आप यहाँ पर आए और ऑनलाइन हमसे बात कर रहे हो। तो इट्स जस्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन, जिससे कि थोड़ा सा देखने वाला को आइडिया लगेगा कि भाई हम लोग क्या करते हैं और आपका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है। आप बाहर हो तो आप क्या चीज़ें एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हो, तो वो सब चीज़ों को लेकर के हम लोग ये वीडियो बना रहे हैं। तो अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं इस चीज़ से कि आप यूके में हो जैसे, तो आप कौन से ईयर में यूके गए थे?
So I came here in 2024.
ओके, सो लास्ट ईयर इटसेल्फ आप गए थे और आई गेस यू वेंट टू यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ शेफील्ड, राइट?
Yes.
एंड व्हाट वाज योर मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम इन, इफ यू कैन हेल्प मी रिमेम्बर?
Human and molecular genetics.
ओह, ऊपर से गया। सो ग्रेट ग्रेट। तो कैसा रहा है आपका एक्सपीरियंस अभी तक का वहां पर? हाउ इज द प्लेस, हाउ आर द वाइब्स? एक्चुअल आपको वाइब्स कैसी आ रही है वहां पर? फैकल्टी कैसी है? थोड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी के बारे में थोड़ा सा आइडिया दो आप हमारे को।
Sheffield University in itself is like a huge campus. So it firstly gives you chances to socialize a lot in the campus, and secondly, it has these very accessible and what to say, nicely resourceful libraries,
Okay.
and plus the my whole studies in the is in the fourth court. It is a magnanimous building. It's basically a Harry Potter sort of a look-like building,
Correct.
and that is what my thought was when I first saw it. And coincidentally, that is what also my teacher said the first day he met us, that you are also in a Harry Potter sort of looking like a building. So at the same time, the teacher is very, very friendly. We have basically two main teachers, and they are doing their best to guide us. The whole course is more job oriented. They want us to get a good job by the end of it, and they are teaching us the resources, the skills that we would need to get a good job. And every evaluation is based upon that how would you do good in the job, and if you are not doing something, they tell you about it. They give you feedbacks often that this is not this is something lacking, you need to work on this, and this is required. Why is this required? Because this would be asked to you, or even not even asked, this would be just assumed that you know in the job.
Yeah.
So they are
So more
pretty
of a-
sure that we will get a job.
Right. So more of
But
a holistic development approach rather than just academic, right?
yeah.
They're covering each and everything. Then you must be also attending the resume building classes and how to answer the questions. So probably they have the career placement services. So each university does that. They help the student, get networking done with the employers. And of course, we wish you all the best, that you're able to get a very good job once you are done with your course. And
Yeah.
now coming to the part that, often you would see on social media that UK doesn't have any jobs and the atmosphere is not that good. Like there are certain things that are haunting international students, be it them, the people of Britain, or the other communities that are not very welcomed in the UK. So have you ever experienced such thing, like, like racial discrimination or something like that?
Well, not racial discrimination, but the job outcomes are bleak. Yeah. They not just for us. That's something that even the Brit students are also saying. Like that is literally one small conversation was happening in between the campus,
Mhm.
or in one of the two Britain's Sheffield students who are from Britain,
Okay.
and they were saying that if you are doing biology course, it's not good. And I was standing right behind them, and I was like, okay, so that's not assuring. So
No, each
But
and every
yes.
student is different. I mean, if you see the, fingers of a hand, they're not, alike. And what I believe is, I remember processing your application for the UK, and you wouldn't believe told you that, such a student is hard to find who's preparing the statement of purpose, so ardently and so, maturely. So all those things does matter when you're looking for a job after you complete your studies. So I strongly believe that you have a good career there. But in terms of the jobs, as of now, because you're a student, I was talking about the part-time jobs. So how do you think the things are there when we talk about the part-times? Because full-time, I'm sure you'll get. You have
Mm.
gone to a branded university, and you must be doing pretty well. You had the intention of getting into research and doing PhD and all. So I would believe that you'll do pretty well. That's not something that I doubt. But how about the things that are going on right now? Is it too expensive? Are the part-time jobs not there? Or I understand that you've gone to Sheffield and you would hardly be finding any time to actually go and look for jobs. But then what is the situation? I mean, are you facing any difficulties being there as a student?
No, it's just that, as you said, I haven't got the time to actually go and look for the job, but there are plenty of jobs available. Many of my batchmates are actually pursuing some jobs. Even one other friend that came with me here from India, who also had the same course, MTech course that I had,
Mm,
is already in London doing a part-time job. And he often keeps me pushing also that I should also get one because it would help my living expenses a
correct.
lot.
Hmm.
And so I just like, because it requires you to actually personally go and hand out your resumes to people. That is something that I haven't got the time yet. A weekend comes and goes just like that. Nobody even recognizes how that happened.
Right,
So I'm just trying to figure it out. But yes, as soon as vacation comes, the part-time job offers get higher
right.
because they require students to work in during that vacation period. So it is a golden opportunity that comes often.
Correct. And we also tell the students to, not get too much, towards getting the job done, getting a job, earn money to survive, because the end goal is successful completion of studies and then going for the full-time job. Because if a
Mm,
student is struggling to get good grades in masters, then of course there is a big panic when they look for full-time jobs later. So I'm
mm,
sure that still you're going the right track, but of course you can try and work for around 8 to 10 hours in a week. Maybe that'll
mm.
support you with your living expenses a bit. So you can
Yeah.
try and do that, but not do, let's say, 18 to 20 hours per week, which is, I know, it's not a very easy task when you've gone to a high rank university, because
Mm,
there is a lot of stress on the students. Okay, and I believe, like coming to the last point now, how was your experience getting your application done and all the process done through us as, your agent, who, helped you probably get the application done and the visa filing done, and supported the, things. So how would you rate us? How would you recommend, others that they should avail our services or something like that?
So, to give a more perfect and accurate analogy, getting a visa, getting a clearance, getting my loan sanctioned, the whole process was a roller coaster ride, and not a nice roller coaster one. It was a very dangerous looking roller coaster,
Hmm.
and the only reason why I got through it was because KCOE was there with me on that roller coaster.
Correct. I
So
remember it was all the matter of getting things done in time, because the loan
yeah,
processing took a longer time, and then we were just able to barely meet up the requirements of the deadline. So
yeah.
I do remember all those things that happened, but
Mm,
yes, successfully we got through. And I was talking to Nitya the other day, and I was saying to her that, I was the most happiest when I saw her getting through, because you equally worked very hard to get your loan thing done. And everything was, moving on simultaneously. We were working our things up, and you were, doing your things. and eventually when you got the visa, it was a happy situation for everyone. And so how would you, if you were to recommend somebody for, studies, then would you recommend us with, the entire process or something?
For sure, for sure. Here, when I had been talking about KCOE often because students here have either had their families supporting them or coming here by different other just taking directly loans from bank and stuff. And whenever I say that I came here from a KCOA agent, whenever I say I came here from agency, the next question they ask me which agency. So I'm like, oh, the KCOA agency we have over the at Rohini in Delhi. So they are like, so how it helped? I'm like, oh, it helped me a lot. I would have gotten chewed up by banks had I not had them because I can't thank Rohit sir enough because he was there. He
Chasing for
told
the
me
growth.
which bank is
Yeah,
yeah, he told me which bank was giving me a good deal and which bank wasn't, which I should have looked out for. So all of those things like students don't know, and they I didn't know at all, and that was very scary to understand what sort of financial market is like.
correct.
And only agencies know better, and especially the agency that is willing to help you is tough to find. And I found you, which is why I feel that I was very much comfortable in the choices. Even when my family wasn't trusting what I was doing, I was like, oh, Tushar sir said this, you could trust it. Oh, Nitya ma'am said this, you could trust this. So I'm like, I'm basing my decisions on what you were saying, like you were guiding forces. So I believe that it's like, as you know, the Star Wars movie says, "May the Force be with you." That the Force is that KZOE when you are doing the visa processing.
Thank you so much for the same. We just try our level best to guide the students with the best choices they can go in for. So
Yeah.
people would often come and say that you must be pitching for the XYZ university because you may be getting more from the university. And I'm like, I don't even look at my commission lists. I am not really concerned what I'm getting, but I'm more concerned on where the student is going. Because if you go to the correct location and you're happy with your decision, then you will give us more leads and I will definitely multiply them, and eventually be a better business altogether. But then it's like wo ande wali murgi wala jo kahani thi na, but we are not
हाँ.
like that. We're not like that. We just try and sort things as per the students' preferences.
Mhm.
And I'm very happy that you are in Sheffield University, which is like a deserving university for a deserving student like you. So
Thank you.
I would wish you all the very best. And thank you again for taking out time and speaking to us. And we really hope that, this video, once it's on the online on our channel,
Mhm.
it will help us and help other students as well choose the right, agency for themselves.